Hello children, good morning, welcome to class again. It's a new week, so we'll be learning a new letter sound. But before we go over to what we have for today, I'd like us to also go through our letter sounds again. This is our alphabet chart. On the screen right now is the alphabet chart, and we are going to reverse the sounds on the alphabet chart, starting from the very first letter sound. The first letter sound there is A, B, K, which is the coily K, D, E, F, G, I, J, K. That is the kicking K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, A, V, W, X, Y. And the last sound, Z. Now, these are the 26 letter sounds. We have the 26 letter alphabet, remember? And this alphabet, the sounds I already made are their sounds. Remember, children, we read with the letter sound, not the letter names. Now we are moving over to learning a new letter sound. But before I introduce you to our new letter sound, I'm going to tell you a story today. The story about the letter sound that we are going to learn. So I'd like you to listen very well and for you to understand the story and be able to say the letter sound later. Now my story goes like this, children. I have a donkey, and my donkey is very noisy. He always disturbs everybody, making the sound E-or, E-or. Now, we have two letter sound in this, we have two letter sound we are learning today. The E sound and the OR sound. The E sound and the OR sound. But today we are going to focus on the OR. The letter sound OR. This letter sound makes the sound OR. Makes the sound OR. Makes the sound OR. How do we write this letter sound? How do we write this letter sound? How do we form this letter sound? Remember, this letter sound, we have two letters here. We have two letters here. Whenever we have two letters, that letter is known as digraphs. Two letters are called digraphs. Two letters that makes a sound is known as a digraph. Now, these two digraphs we have, when they are on their own, the first letter sound says O. And when the other letter sound is on its own, it makes the sound R. When O and R comes together, it makes the sound O. It makes the sound O. It makes the sound O. When O and R comes together, it makes the sound O. Now, how do we form this letter sound? How do we form this letter sound? This letter sound is a small letter sound, is a baby letter sound. It sits on the blue line. If you want to write this letter sound on your 2D exercise book, you sit it in between the two blue lines. How do we form it? We pick a point on the blue line, we give a backward curve, we take it up to the point, and we stop. We pick another point on the blue line, we stroke down to the second blue line, we take it up to the first blue line, and we give a revert arm. And this letter sound makes the sound or. Makes the sound or. Now we are going to write some words. We are going to write some words. I would like us to write these words. Or. Write the letter sound or. Can you write it? Or. The letter sound or. Now we are going to write the second word. Or. Or. Write it. The third one, we are going to write the third one. Or. D. Or. D. Now let's write the last word. Or. K. Or. K. Now, children, I want us to read these words. The first word there we have or. That word makes the sound or. Now we are going to read the second word. In the second word, we have two letter sounds. We have two letter sounds that makes up that word. Now we have f and or. When we put it together, it makes the sound, it makes the word for, f, or, for, f, or, for. Now let's move over to the third word. Let's read the third word. We have or, d, or, d. Put it together, children. Lord, Lord. Now let's read the last word. The first letter sound in the last word says f. The second letter sound says or, and the last letter sound says k. Now let's put it together, everyone. Fork, 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 fork. Good job. Now let's listen. We are going to play a game right now. We will listen for the pictures. We are looking out for the sound or in these pictures. I'm going to say the names of this picture and you listen very carefully to tell me the position of the sound or. The position of the sound or. Now, the picture that doesn't have the sound or, we are going to do what? We'll cross it out because it's not our friend. Okay? The first picture says goat. Goat. Do we have the or sound in goat? No. The second picture says horse. Horse. Do we have the sound or in horse? Yes, we do. Good job. Now listen again. The next one says fork. Fork. Do we have the sound or in fork? Yes, we do. And the last picture says storm. Storm. Do we have the sound or in storm? Yes, we do. Now the first picture over here, the first picture goat, we are going to cross it out because it doesn't have the sound or. Because it doesn't have the sound or. Horse has the sound or. Fork has the sound or. Storm has the sound or. So we will cross out goats because goats doesn't have the sound or. Now I want us to read these short sentences. Remember the last time we talked about when a is seen standing alone, we changed the R sound to A because A is so shy to be on its own. Now when A is seen on its own in sentences, it changes to the sound A. Now can we read the first sentence? A, t, or, turn, j, a, k, e, t, jacket, a torn jacket, a torn jacket. Now we are going to read the second sentence. We are reading the second sentence, everyone. We are going to sound the word. We are going to call out the sounds in the word, and then we put it together to read the word. Ink, ink, in, a, p, ink, in a pen. Remember we said when a is standing alone in a sentence, it changes to a. Ink in a pen. We have a that changes to a because it's standing on its own. Then the next word, let's read the next word. We have b, a, d, bad. B, a, d, bad. The next word goes like this. Storm. Storm. A bad storm. A bad storm. Now let's read the last sentence. Remember, when A is on its own, it makes the sound A. And we have A. The next word says red. Red. The next word says pram. Now let's put the words together to read the sentence. A red pram. A red pram. A red pram. Now I want to read all the sentences, the 4 sentences together. Number 1, I have a torn jacket. A torn jacket. The second sentence says ink in a pen. Ink in a pen. The third one says a bad storm. A bad storm. The last sentence says a red pram. A red pram. Thank you and have a good day ahead. Now, but remember, children, we have our song. I didn't remember our song. The song goes like this. See the donkey in his stall. E-or is its call. See the donkey in his stall. E-or is its call.